I bought this car from one of my social media followers and I was able to beat his trade-in valuation by 5.5 grand that he was getting offered from the main dealer. Now, I didn't overpay for the car, I'll still do quite well out of it, and I'm not making this video trying to make out main dealers to be robbing people on their trade-ins. There is valid reasons why I'm able to pay 5.5 grand more than the main dealer was. A lot of main dealers work on an auction system. So this is a 2020 Audi A4. It's too old for a main dealer to retail. And it's also fairly fresh, so you wouldn't see a whole lot of them going through the auction. So when I was in the main dealer before and I was trying to price someone's trade-in, I'd have a look through the last 6 months of the auction, I'd see what money previous models went for, and I'd get an average of that, and that would be the trade-in valuation. So on something like a 2012 or 13 Opel Corsa, where you're going to have loads of them, and the difference in price might be £1,000 or so, easy to get a trade-in valuation. But something like this, they may have very few of them going through, so there could only be one gone through in the last 3 or 4 months with the same spec and mileage. Maybe that car was absolutely wrecked, who knows? All they have is a reg, a model, mileage and a price. So they have to go off that. So if you have a 10-year-old Polo or something going through the auction and you're talking in the single thousands, your risk is fairly limited because you can only lose so much on a car like that. Whereas in the tens of thousands here, if you overprice that car, you could easily lose 4,000 or 5,000 euro. And you could catch the auction on a bad weekend where there's not many bidders and you lose your shirt on it. If that happens, you are in big trouble with the boss man in the main dealer, and it also affects your commission at the end of the month. So for the higher end cars that are more expensive, you have to be even more ultra conservative. Now, the reason I'm able to pay 5.5 grand more is because all I do is sell these cars on repeat. I know what works for me, I'm very confident in pricing these cars, and as well as that, I'm not a greedy bollocks. Yeah, I need to make enough money to pay the overheads and grow the business. And I'm not shy about charging, and I'm not shy about getting a car in at good value. But I don't try and take the piss. So when that particular follower rang me, I asked him what he wanted for the car. And as I said it, I said, you know what, don't even bother telling me, because it's going to be too much, it always is. So I told him what I needed. He jumped at it. He was very eager to do the deal. And when we met to actually do the handover of the car, I asked him out of curiosity. I realised he was making an extra 5.5 grand, but I wasn't bitter. He got a good deal, I got a good deal, we'll all make money, we'll all be happy, and whoever buys this car is going to be really happy because it's absolutely mint.